We got London on the track. I heard only one fire song from Young Thug, dog, and it was somebody else. I can't think of his name. Who he did it?
We are moments away from what should be an excellent matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the London Bulldogs.
It's too late.
I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. It's standing by to call the action here on Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the London Bulldogs. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. Charles, you look at the Londoners as they get ready here. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
I can understand what Future's saying.
The Vikings, they come in at an early crossroads here, facing a tough opponent.
Can't understand what that motherfucker's saying. Gotta strain my ears for that shit.
On the road where a loss would make them 0-3.
And when you start that way, doubts really start to creep into a locker room, and guys start to battle each other instead of worrying about winning games.
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Love the rain.
So here's the Viking offense making their way out. Leading them out is their 6'2 quarterback who was a 4th-round pick back in 2012, Kirk Cousins.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
Oh, what I'm talking about. Get that.
And down he goes. Darren Lee.
Come out the gate with the big sack.
Linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush
Gazelle's running around here.
Because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
Oh, yeah, good strip, babe.
The ball's out, and the defense has come up with it.
Man, you listening to the whole concert.
After all of the turnover woes that they had last week, another turnover on the first drive of the game.
And when you dive into the analytics of football,
we're playing in the rain.
If you're down in turnover margin, you're not going to win very many football games. The best teams always rank in the upper part of the league in terms of turnover margin.
And last week's number for them was 5 turnovers. And as you saw, another one there. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
He'll look to throw. And this one's incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how
your best friend.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact.
No. Check. Patriot. Gun.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
Fucking Martavis.
Over there as his guys will get the football back.
Tell me I didn't just see these first 2 possessions. I mean, is this one of those cases of anything you can do, I can do
better?
Maybe not better, huh? Worse? Yeah, just a little bit. Very sloppy start. I think maybe a case of the nerves for both teams.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. We've seen a couple of Super Bowls start 2-0. The first score of this game could have very easily been a safety. That was close there.
It was close, and while it didn't happen in this game, it's funny you bring up the Super Bowls, because that would have been, what, Super Bowl 46, Giants-Patriots.
You're testing my memory.
And also Super Bowl 48, which was Broncos-Seattle when the snap went over the head of the QB.
And he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, we thought these 2 defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away, because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Now this offense ready to head back out there. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that
Shout
time.
Shout out to Pickett. Go ahead and say it. My best friend.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a
That's
guy
my
this
best
caliber
friend.
runs like this early.
How that's hate, bro?
Pay dividends as the game
That's showing love.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot.
Oh,
Here's second
no,
and a yard from the 34. They'll set up to throw. It's caught by Bryant. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Detroit!
Back to throw now on first down. And he's going to be ripped up and driven down. Anthony Barr in there to get him for a loss of 5.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Detroit! All right, now, look at 56.
He'll drop to throw. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. The disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
What I say wrong?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's McKenzie. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. He wasn't going to make that same mistake.
What the fuck is a yo-yo?
That nigga don't know the words at all.
Yo-yo. No, I did hear. No, he did say that. He did say that. What the fuck is a yo-yo?
His guys are going to add on.
Yo-yo.
Drives that result in points, hurt a defense.
Then I told that whole shit nasty. Then I told this shit nasty.
Can't get off the field and stop.
I told that whole give me some sloppy time. Oh my goodness.
And now
what has this rap game become?
Forthcoming. They're going to run for it with Jones. And he finds his way into the end zone as the lead moves to 10. They get the conversion. And, Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of set you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner.
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a 1st down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to
about
the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now Cousins to the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Well, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out. Now Cousins here on the bootleg. And he's able to find Diggs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
This really came from the color y'all pretty good.
Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota.
False start, offense.
And that'll set them back 5. A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one, and that'll make it 2nd down.
So he was supposed
Not an ideal spot to be on first down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in 2nd and manageable.
2nd down, Cousins.
Oh, that's some bullshit, man. Give me that. That was...
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Imaginary haters, huh?
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Cousins on 1st down. Left side caught by Diggs.
Why the fuck I didn't stay right there?
The 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. First red zone chance now for the Vikings. 1st and 10 at the 19. From the red zone now, Cousins. And his throw is incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase.
Right, he'd be able to get around that shit.
Game or whatever we do, hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for.
That's why you fucking up
it. Incomplete.
Nigga, you got AI, nigga. You just supposed to go to the
After
fucking
the
right.
incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Cousins. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. And I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Calling a pickup of 7, and that's going to make it 4th down. On now is the kicker, Jason Myers, for the field goal try. And Myers able to knock it through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession?
Nah, I seen it, and I thought about the shit when Juju told me. I'm like, yeah.
Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you gotta like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter.
Thing. That nigga off for a trip, dog.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Tackle was made by Joel Iyiegbuniwe.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this throw will be intercepted.
Never thrown that
Xavier
shit.
Rhodes with a pick.
Fuck. Man, throw the ball away next time.
Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point.
Oh, that's typical. Now I'm thinking about it. That's typical of him.
Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time. And you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4.
That's shot the EKD up, bitch.
6, second and goal.
So
Magic.
much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that
It's
play action
in the
there,
air.
freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
Tomorrow.
Someone moved, flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work
That's a
all
sleep
week
on.
on dealing with loud crowds and dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still second down.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on second and goal. Cook following the penalty. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Partner, I know we're in a bowl-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here, not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Third and goal for Cousins. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds says the line judge, and it's going to bring up fourth down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception,
So make pussy, make pussy.
And they did, holding them to a field goal.
Now out comes
some Oreo McPissy.
Like I told you, bro.
Back onto the
Catch
field.
that boy.
He's got the lead here in the
Shit,
second
to come
quarter.
down
He's
between
thrown
food
the
and
touchdown, but
pussy.
also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did
I know
that
that's
because
right.
they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record.
Last
You
week.
heard it, man.
So your
I know
confidence
that's
gets tested
right.
a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down.
I know that, but I'm just saying, you get that main one, get a couple 2, 3, 4 times a week. Okay,
The give is to Jones.
shit, hell, nigga, I'm working on a no woman rotation, nigga.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
5 bitches. Oh.
2 minutes to play here in the first half.
Yeah. This is right. This is right. Oh yeah. Fuck yes. Bitch, shut up. Go watch TV.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach,
you're not gonna be talking to me like that far, man.
Going on here around the NFL.
She was on that nigga ass, bro.
Now back to throw. Out left side here to Bryant.
She said, you're gonna respect me. You gotta listen.
That's right.
You would never disrespect me like that ever again.
Ever again, Marvin, will you ever disrespect me again?
She said, wait, what she said? She said, you need to stop acting like, you need to put down that game, stop acting like a kid, and grow the fuck up.
The defense was effective, able to stop
you're fucking drunk. Yo. Alright.
They go play action here on first down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Holding offense.
Oh, she got her titties out.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the.
She got an ugly stomach, bro. Well, pussy looking like it.
Jones. 2 spins. He finds an opening past the 40. That he's into the clear. Past the 20. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
This nigga a pirate, nigga. He ain't never been around no ass before. You know what I'm saying? Nigga lame in the bitch. Nigga ain't never been around no ass before. That nigga got all squared in
there.
there.
That's a cigarette in his ear. Nigga got a
squared in shit.
Oh, he got a joint each ear?
Bro, he got one in his hand, one in his ear. This nigga really, bro, nigga. So
he about to smoke that other
one.
Hey, that bitch gonna be fucking damp as a motherfucker.
Cody Parkey is on now for the point after.
Man, no. Fuck no.
Tell that nigga take that cigarette from behind the ear.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Bum, man, nigga.
Just a 4-play drive that time. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown.
Got the earwings from behind his ear on that cigarette.
Bitch, that smells squares. Her breath stinks.
Smoking wax.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Oh, that nigga fired up in Joe.
7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time
that nigga,
I'll smoke the green, so fuck that. I'll let me a draw.
That nigga fired up Joe.
Embarrassed for what?
No,
nigga, ain't nobody was watching us. I felt embarrassed.
3 points is 3 points. And in this league, you take points.
Yeah, who the fuck
fired
him in
that?
that?
Who the fuck was it? He lying, dog. Cause you know what that bitch told me? That bitch said, I hope, nigga said, Tim, come on now, bro, Joe, bro. That bitch said, I hope Spitter stop the concert and be like, is somebody like a Joe?
Yes. Hey, yes. Hey, this nigga right here did Spitter.
And they'll bring him
Kick his
down
ass
to the
out.
27-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Look at this nigga's shirt.
Cousins now on 2nd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And his
okay, bitch.
at their own 45-yard line. He had a little bit of the
Bitch, no, nobody told you to do that, bitch.
Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on second.
Yeah, keep doing it like that, bitch. Yeah.
And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback.
Bro, you get your weird ass on, bro. That's what I'm saying. He fucking, they trying to pull a bitch pussy out and shit. He a lame, bro.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
And before the second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As they'll stop it with
my nigga full of that dope, boy.
I said he geeked up, nigga.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
This nigga sitting here just watching this bitch. You look at your lame ass. Pretty sure it's about 7, 8, 9 bitches over there.
A dump underneath to Jones. And he'll get it inside.
Man, you trying to fuck on the bitch right now, bro. Move.
Only a yard. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
I'm gonna turn that shit off.
Play fake. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure.
Stupid right now.
Now he's going to throw deep right side.
Shit.
Incomplete on the deep ball.
You let the bitches do them. They gonna choose who they gonna choose, bruh, regardless.
I know that's right.
This week. Get right back to this week.
Regardless, bruh.
That's
As
right,
they say here in London, all to play for.
Yeah, man, they ain't finna be pressed on that bitch.
This is taken at his 4.
And
nice work.
Man, bro, we gonna leave her alone. But she gonna call the police on me.
And here now the offense heading back out there. They built a good first half.
He's trying to rape me.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff
let it go, bro.
halftime just working with
He
them
said no, no means no.
What we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half.
Rush coming and he's taken down.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Man, only you, nigga.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Right now, nigga said, I ain't said, nigga keep on teasing me, gonna make a nigga strong on.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's gonna
that's a strong ball.
It's gonna be knocked away and incomplete. And Charles got to like with this defense has
I'm
been
so
able to do these
sleepy,
last
nigga.
couple
I'm
of
not
plays.
staying up to like fucking 2 o'clock.
Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Then nigga want a nigga to run the grab and shit. Fuck that grab.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. This is intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield.
I know that 2K grabs we just did. No, I ain't doing that shit no more, nigga. Look, first round in this is.
But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Room to run inside the 40. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved?
Man, I shouldn't have
See on
played
the left
this
side
shit.
where the play was going, where they call play side. But how about on the back side? just taking care of business to make sure
Hell
no one
no.
can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control
I do got a
that
nigga
edge.
hurt.
Get out there. You want the left tackle, if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
And inside the 20
One nigga
before he's
just got a
brought down.
bullshit
They
right.
give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball.
Oh, come
Some
on,
of them
Sleepy
wanted to really
Floyd.
go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches,
He rifles one that's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. He's got daylight. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
so that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Yeah, you playing that nigga again?
Now a first down carry by Jones. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
What time I get that shit
This
over
is an
with,
example of
man?
breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Like it, man. Bring your ass, Joby.
They'll look to throw here on
Finish
first
him.
down. Flush to his right.
No,
And he's
man,
gonna be
come on,
intercepted
dog.
a
Why you
third
do that
time.
dumbass pass? I hit the
Picked up
fucking
by the
L1
Pro Bowler
button.
Anthony Barr.
Nah, too, Bob.
Last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they
That
believe
nigga
it.
Timbo used to keep all his comments in
And he
classes.
gets this one just shy of the
No, bro, you
40
can't touch them, bro, without my permission,
16
bro.
yards right off the
Niggas
bat
had
for
to
the
come
first
over his
down.
ass. They can't do nothing at Tim house,
I
nigga.
think they've got
Just
to
sit
like where
right
they
there,
are.
bro.
They're
Don't
on
move,
the
bro.
road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow
Bro.
right along with you because
I told you don't touch nothing, bro. You messed it up, bro. I had it a certain way, bro.
they've kept their
Damn.
man by making the plays that they've
Shit,
made.
niggas
And that
on
just
some
means
bullshit.
you're one
That's
big
how
step
y'all
away
was.
from being right
Yeah,
back
bro,
there.
that's how
The
you
question is,
was,
can this
man.
offense step up and make
Touch my
that play?
shit,
Because that's
man.
been an issue for them in this game.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches
Touch
whose
my fucking
identity
shit,
is
man.
rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though. where
Fucking
the identity may have to
cornballs.
go out the window.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis of
Oh,
how they've
shit.
struggled so far. They keep putting themselves
Got
in
the
third
test
and long
too.
situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
3rd and long for Cousins.
Cornballs.
And running with
Cornballs.
power here. He's got it complete to Diggs right side. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning.
Sponsors, man.
tackling
Buffalo
immediately
Wild
in the
Wings.
secondary after
Sponsors.
catches. I think we just saw that on display right
Man!
there.
Before you ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
You can't redo it, man. I don't have it anymore, man. The MRL, man.
And now back out comes the offense.
The MRL, man.
And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do?
Ain't
now?
no sunshine
Having
when
three,
she got
do you alter your
home.
offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his
She
hands and maybe turn to the
always
running game?
been
Or do you have that
cheating.
supreme confidence
We need
that he's going to turn
him.
things around?
We'll see what they do.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about
Ooh,
4
I do not want
more.
to go into
4
fucking
first.
overtime.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The offense on third down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's McKenzie. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
They're going to look to throw. Going deep here for Bryant. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows
Boy, he missed the fucking field goal. This shit is stupid.
Distance and have a chance to affect the pass.
Line of scrimmage again, the 25, 2nd and 10.
Detroit!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And Jones has it up.
Niggas gonna put this bullshit on fucking simulation.
To the 45 at the 44. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves
Fucking Timothy.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is.
Anytime that she goes away.
Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He completes it to Bryant. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
What the fuck?
As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney!
The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Now, I'm guessing
not that boy Riverboat
grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. He'll look to throw, and Bryant's got it over the middle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle and then bounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play. They've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
They get it to him running left. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
He's going to get it running right, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Josh Adams, his first touchdown of the new season. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And remember, that drive started back at the 98 yards into the end zone to finish with that run.
And what do you think the guy who punts the ball was doing? I mean, when that drive started, he was thinking about, okay, catch it, get rid of it, right? When he's warming up in the net, don't step backwards and create a safety because he was counting on worst-case scenario. And as the drive went on, he figured...
He turned that net into a hammock.
Exactly. Give me a drink of water and let me just relax.
Well, shit, you know what, Jay? We can run another one.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Cousins now to throw on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Kevin King with a pick. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line.
For the day, big.
So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long, he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his second touchdown on the season. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Kirk Cousins now gearing up to lead this offense back out there. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your number 1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. Cousins now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the gun, here's Cousins. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to work his way down to the 16. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Second down, Cousins. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Being chased out left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Oh, and now he bowls him over. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Cousins. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Myers able to knock it through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3.
Vikings, no
in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Ooh,
pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now Adams. And an alley to run. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
Hey, 626.
First thrown out for the backup, Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. They'll run on first down. Adams. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 without the 4. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. So another score there. Often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, Coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Oh, yeah.
This will be taken in at the 1. Wiggles free. He won't go down. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
For the rest of the season.
And now out comes Minnesota. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Cousins to throw it. And they'll find Thielen on the right side. And they'll get him down here at the 23. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play, as we'll get a timeout, as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. The Vikings on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd down and 12. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Josh Jones. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a play is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys
I'm a little skeptical
about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you...